Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And away we go from NRG Stadium. Return starts at the 3. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. Got a man over the middle, complete. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Travis Kelce. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Pistol now for Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Another throw for Mahomes. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to the air, Mahomes. Catch made over the middle. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Again, Mahomes to throw. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
An individual player taking over a drive isn't limited to just skilled players on the offense. If a defender gets in a groove like this, he can wreck a drive single-handedly with his pass rush. That is back-to-back sacks for him now. And it sure seems like whatever move he's throwing out there, is working.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Better to be lucky than good sometimes, Kate. He gets drilled. And QBs know that feeling. When you're letting it go and you get hit, definitely not the throw he wanted. And by happenstance, the adjusted throw still found a home, and that home was his teammate.
And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ow, okay.
Now a give right side to Mitchell. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Flushed out of the pocket. That one is caught left side of the field. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it sets up a Houston 1st.
Oh, hey.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Hey, south. Hey.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hey.
2nd and 8. That pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. To the air, Stroud. Catch made by Mitchell. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Texans going to kick this away on 4th, and it's Tommy Townsend on for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Yellow.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it's going to be Texans football. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
All right.
Mitchell up the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at 2nd and 4. Here's Mitchell again. And he's brought down at the line. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Stroud now on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Stroud. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A give to Mitchell, running left. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
On the quick, right?
Running it after the penalty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Cut by Diggs. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Stephon Diggs touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period.
Yeah.
End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route. They get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Yellow.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
15.
Back to throw, Mahomes. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, uno more.
Stroud off the play fake. To the sideline, and it is caught. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Shotgun handoff to Pierce. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hey, south. Hey.
Now it's Stroud. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Out, the slide. Hot.
Motioning left is their running back. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up fourth down.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
So it'll be Tommy Townsend once again to punt this away. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Mahomes. He puts some power on a deep one left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Texans are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
From the gun, here's Pierce. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Nike Texans. Hey.
Throwing from the gun. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans in an unenviable 3rd and pretty far.
Buggy. Oh, right.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete to Dell. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, Stroud. Gets this one to Pierce. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a pickup of 11. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10.
Ow, the foot!
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving.
To the air yet again, it's Stroud. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans will add to their lead at the end of the half. Tank Dell, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one right down the middle, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. And he's going to be touchdown as that return comes to an end. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And he's going to take a knee. We've reached our halftime intermission with the Texans currently in front in Houston. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Here we go. Hey!
Here's Stroud now. Down with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one hits for 30. And it sets up a Houston first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Pierce up the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. This one quickly to Dell. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2nd and 3 now. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Second and 3 now.
Here we go, let's go.
Back to throw, Stroud. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Plays like that are called twofers. It's why coaches live 2 years for one. All the planning, great play call, careful execution led to that, and it was still dropped to the turf. Touchdown, lost.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They are just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared and, more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Run from Pacheco to start the half. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Second and 6 coming up here. Right back to Pacheco. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, caught. Complete pass. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Oh, ready.
Handoff, headed left, Pierce. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
On 3rd and long, it's Stroud. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. That punt goes 63 yards, and it'll be their football. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book. You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Right back it goes to Pierce. And he'll advance this down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 for them, and that sets up 3rd and 7.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. Looks like we have a player hurt on that one. We'll get a pause here, and the training staff out to look at C.J. Stroud. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They'll go right back to Pierce. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Texans football as we start the 4th, and they hold a commanding advantage here. They're set up at the 35 now. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
What's up?
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play, Because at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll run here with Pierce. Room to the right. And he has it all the way down to the 8. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They bring Collins in motion right. They'll try and punch it in. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It'll be a gain of 5, and they've got 2nd and goal now from the 3.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
They give it to Pierce, and he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
180! 180, we're good, we're good!
3rd and goal, here's Carr. He's got it, and he will score. It's a Houston touchdown! The Texans continue piling it on here in the 4th. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow!
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Texans have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
And they'll take a knee. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. And they'll kneel this down. The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Returnable from near the end zone. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Mahomes. He's trying to go deep again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Throwing again from their own end zone now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for Travis Kelce that time. So that brings up 4th and long. Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. The return begins on their side of midfield. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. And he's going to take a knee.
Down.
2nd down. Probably going to see him kneel it again here. And they'll take a knee. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans on their way to their 3rd win of the year. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
What's up?
And they'll kneel this down.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Nothing to complain about on this return as he gets it beyond the 30. Good blocking on the return. He gets 23 out of it. And it's going to be their football coming up. They've got 1st down from the 31. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Yellow. Side.
Throwing again, Mahomes. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Yellow.
3rd down, it's Mahomes. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Mahomes to throw for it. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs. And he can't do it himself, Brock. He's stuck behind the line for a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
That's it.
And he's going to take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. So it's a win for the Texans. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.